All right. Welcome to Behind the Black Veil. You are Libra. All right. So fantastic. Welcome to Behind the Black Veil, where we get a more intimate look at the mysteries of our lives. The safety directions for watching my readings are down below. Don't skip it if you're new here. Okay, it's very important to your mental health. All right, fantastic. So, what should you steer clear of for the rest of March going into April? For Libra, what should they steer clear of? Steer clear of this right here, Libra. Steer clear of this. Forgiveness. I know that's right. That's funny. Holy shit. Okay, so the energy of forgiveness strengthens our capacity to let go of unwanted feelings and emotions. Okay, so before you throw out that garbage, I think there's something that we need to look more closer at or more closely. Look at more closely. Thank you. It's okay. All right, fantastic. Steer clear of that. All right, fantastic. Go on, go on. That's intriguing. What should we embrace? What should we embrace? So I get, don't be so quick to let somebody off the hook, is the sensation that I'm getting. What should we embrace for the rest of March going into April? Embrace this. Here's what you embrace for best results. Embrace this right here. Surrender. I see. Okay. All right. So here's what I'm getting out of that so far. Let's read it. The energy of surrender supports us to let go of illusory control, illusionary, control, and yield to the flow of love and life. Okay, so you don't have anything to say about this forgiveness business. I get the sensation that whoever needs to be forgiven, or you were thinking about forgiving, or you was thinking about letting off the hook, or whatever that it is, it's out of your hands. I get the sensation. It's out of your hands. You don't have nothing to say. So for instance, you was going to let them off the hook. Well, the universe is not letting them off the hook. You feel me? So what you need to do is this. After you finish taking a look at whatever you was about to throw in the garbage, or maybe there needs to be a special way to discard this particular item. You know how you can't just throw everything in the garbage? There might be a particular, I get recycling. Okay, somebody needs to be recycled, not thrown in the regular garbage. Okay, they need to be recycled. So in order to do that, you have to give it to the creator, give it to the ancestors, so they will recycle the shit. I get the karma card out of that because they remake mirrors. All right, so somebody needs to be broken down and built back up. It's out of your hands. Okay, and the universe is going to see to it that that takes place. They're going to need you to get out of the way, though. Okay, so just dispose of it in the proper receptacle, and then they will come and pick it up from there. All right, is the sensation that I'm getting. Let's go a little deeper into these cards, shall we? All right, let's go into forgiveness because we're steering clear. Okay, give us some more on forgiveness. Steer clear of forgiveness because mutual respect. There was supposed to be some mutual respect, or out of mutual respect, dispose of this, carefully, kind of thing. Or because of the history or your history of association with this person. Side note, it's interesting. Because, like, I know I could break it down like this to you, Libra. You know what I'm saying? Because here's the thing. I don't know how people go from relationships, and we used to be so in love with each other, and we used to be living up in each other bodies and shit. You know what I'm saying? And now we're enemies. Like, that shit baffles me, yo. Like, hello? How you gonna turn into an enemy of somebody whose body you used to live in? I mean, you know, that could be parents or that could be lovers, that could be business partners. The point is, you have an intimate connection to this thing that you are disposing of. Okay? For whatever reason, right? We might find out. All right. But the bottom line is, you know, people want to turn it into a fucking thing. You know, they want to turn it into World War fucking 5 and shit. And it's like, don't you have any respect for what we've accomplished together, for what we lived through together? You dig what I'm saying? Like, this is why I still have a friendly relationship with my ex-husband, who I had a child with. Like, hello? We had a child. We made a human that did not previously exist. I mean, is that not to be respected? All right? So dispose of this with respect is the sensation that I'm getting. All right? Bury it. Pull out some liquor on top of it. You know what I mean? Nice little headstone, you know, type of thing. Is the sensation that I'm getting? Let's go on. Right, it's time to move on. Big impact. Big impact. And if we don't dispose of this properly, big impact. Okay? Absolutely. Absolutely. I get the sensation of a boat because we have a boat here. Okay, can you see that? The boat. All right, we have a boat here. I get the sensation of a boat trying to sail with the anchor down. You know what I mean? Like, that's no bueno. You got to raise up the anchors in order to sail freely, and that's why this has to be disposed of carefully and respectfully. Okay? Fantastic. But they don't get off the hook, you know? Right, it's a new world. Things are changing. The old world, that's going away. Period. End of story. It's quite out of your hands. You don't have nothing to say about it. Even if you wanted to, you know, let them off the hook, they cannot survive with you in this new realm. They have to go to their own realm, wherever that is. All right, so get off on your floor. Let's find out more about the realm or the relationship. Emotional connection. Yeah, there was a significant emotional connection that has to be disposed of because there was no mutual respect. It has to be disposed of. That's the secrets of the deep. No mutual respect. It's gotta go. It's gotta go. That's the rules. All right, that is the rules. It's quite out of your hands. Do the right thing. Do the divine work. Right. Raise up the anchor before you sail, because it's going to have a big impact on the boat, on the sailing, on the plan, on the timing. You know what I'm saying? And so do the right thing also out of respect for the old relationship. All right, cool. But also moving on is the right thing to do as well, because moving on or moving forward, and here's movement forward as well, determined to move forward here, doing the right thing, doing the divine work, because we know the secrets of the deep. We gotta go. We can't stay in a relationship where there's no mutual respect. We can't be sitting here spending our life teaching motherfuckers how to come outside, which they should have learned in preschool. Hello? Right. Okay. Ooh, sorry. All right. Shook the world right there. All right, fantastic. Yeah, something is telling us, something is guiding us, the spirit is guiding us, our higher mind is guiding us to go forward into this new world, to change how we do things around here. Okay, especially where garbage disposal is concerned. All right, so we got some new garbage disposal policies coming through here. We're recycling now. That's what we're doing now. We're recycling people. Okay. All right. Sounds good. Yeah. All right, great. Let's put that, well, I'll leave that there for now while we clarify surrender. What we should embrace for best results. Go into it. Look. God. The God card. Right. Also, you see what it is. So just surrender. Okay, because it's quite out of your hands. Also divine union. You feel me? Illumination. And God is in control, because let go of illusionary control and yield to the flow of love and life. Here's the agape love. All right, let God handle it. God's gonna handle it. Amen. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You just do your part. You do what you're supposed to do. Keep your feet on the ground. Concentrate on what you're doing. Concentrate on keeping peace in your environment. Concentrate on your stability. Concentrate on your future is what I'm getting out of that. Go on. Okay, if this is somebody who is interested in forgiveness, then they should steer clear of forgiveness. And what I mean by that is, don't expect forgiveness. You dig it? Don't expect forgiveness. Expect to kind of earn your way. You know what I'm saying? Because King of Pentacles, and surrender and let God handle it, and possibly divine union, because we have the divine twins, and here's where the divine twins come from. So if the issue is mutual respect and emotional connection, if something went wrong there, if something went awry, and the person who needs forgiveness or is interested in forgiveness is also watching this video, then that person should not expect forgiveness. They should expect to pay. Do you feel me? They should expect to pay, because they're up under God's, divine light. And as long as, or, pay in the sense of, peace offering, in the sense of stability, this dependable guy, in the sense of the establishment of a peaceful atmosphere, or making peace. So for the person who was faced with giving forgiveness, don't give forgiveness before the payment is received, kind of thing. Like, forgive it enough to surrender it. You know what I'm saying? And let that person establish the peace in the environment. And if you're looking for forgiveness, you should look to establish peace in the environment and kind of build forgiveness, is the sensation that I'm getting. Build it. Okay? So let us move on. Get off on your floor. Okay, take control. Yeah, okay, so somebody, okay, I don't know who's who, all right, but somebody has no work to do and the other one has work to do, right? So I get this, because we're taking control here. We're the king, and then here's the King of Pentacles, we're the new king. So someone has to take control, or somebody has to empower themselves by surrendering to God or working in tandem with God. Go on. Yeah, okay, so hold your fiery emotions if you have any. Okay, be the master of those, yet remain open to the possibilities, and this is coming down straight from God. Okay, because God is handling it, so there's no need for you to flare up. Okay, you can just smolder. All right, you can smolder just in case, keep the fire close just in case you need to flare up. But there's, you don't need to flare up. You're surrendering. But she does want you to smolder there, okay? Because, she'd be like on that burning bush shit, right? Okay, cool. Right. Okay, so there has to be a peace made, an establishment of mutual admiration, an establishment of, I get the sensation of producing the ID. Like, are you a child of God? Let me see. Build it. and then I will see. Oh, you can make a pyramid? Let me see. Type of shit. And so this person should expect no credit until the shit is built. You know what I mean? Like, until the proof has been received. All right? So it can't be about no words. It got to be about solid things, because that's the King of Pentacles. Okay, God is behind it all, and here's the God card. Okay? So somebody has to connect the dots, or they have to literally go get the cord and take one cord from one dot and literally plug in manually each dot. Okay? It's like solving a puzzle. But it's like giving a demonstration to somebody, like, see, no, this is a picture of, the forest. And the person is like, oh, is it? And then, that person has to put together the puzzle, and they're like, see? And then the person is like, oh, okay, yeah, I get it. The dots are connecting. So something is not for you connecting. Okay, so somebody has to connect it. Let them connect the dots for you. All right, you don't have any work to do. If they're the king, if this is a king energy, then they're the king. You're not the king. They're the king. All right, so you just bask in the king's energy. If this is the king, then bask. All right, or if this is you going from one place to another, or from one relationship to another. Okay, so I get the sensation that the flavor of this relationship here, again, respect was an issue. Here is somewhat carrying over, and I feel that the universe is saying make sure it doesn't carry over. I see some elements there, like we need to maintain the child of God, or maintain ourselves as a child of God, because God is behind it all, big picture. And we are the master of our fiery emotions. So I feel that whatever this relationship is, be it with God, self, or another relationship with someone else, this relationship will have the elements of surrender. These are like the foundational bricks of the relationship type of thing. And that's why we have a long-term harmonious connection here, when the king is being the king. And I get the feminine. This is all feminine energy down here. The feminine is being respected. The king is being respected. Everybody's respected over here. All right, so get off on your floor. All right, and let's put these to the side. What is the overall theme of March for Libra going into April? Overall theme, going after what you passionately want. I know that's right. Going after what you passionately want. Possible forgiveness for some dang-a-lang-a poontang slanging. Okay. And again, whoever has to pay for that is quite out of your hands. Perhaps you may have to surrender that person if that's what you're dealing with. Or something happened between you and a person and they have to, recover it, or, get off on your floor. Or this is going after what we passionately want. Yes, divine calling. We have a divine calling taking place. All right. Deception. Deception, manipulation. And or seeing past the illusion to the matrix code. Get off on your floor, especially with the divine calling. Yeah, look, okay, yeah, this look like going after what we passionately want. Either way you slice it. Because 10 of Pentacles, we got 10 of Pentacles to get, do, establish, achieve. Reaching the goal, hitting the target. Yeah, making our dreams come true. We have a divine calling to make our dreams come true. You can forgive the past. Respect the past, but forgive it. It's time to surrender to God. That's how you need to conduct yourself going forward, particularly for the rest of March going into April. Loss is not defeat. Loss is not defeat now, okay, because of whatever the illusion was. Loss is not defeat because we can see past the illusion. Oh, look, and our arrow of our destiny is sailing over the head of the devil. The devil tried to stop us from coming up. The devil tried to stop us from getting what we passionately want. The devil tried to stop us from reaching our target, from having more than enough. Okay. All right, we're separated. We care about each other from a distance. Lover's compassion, lover's sanctuary, protecting what matters most. Divine calling. Okay, I get the sensation of stick close to God. That's how you perfect your manifestations. Okay, eyes on the prize, seeing behind the illusion. That way you understand that loss is not defeat. You're about to be extremely fortunate. Yeah, because I see the alchemical. You're turning lead into gold. I get lead into gold. And here's the alchemist. Going after what you passionately want, making it happen. You don't need to do too much. Surrender. The Creator is helping guide your arrow over the head of the devil who wants to stop you. Whatever toxic person, place, or thing this might be. And you're going to hit your target. Period. Because God said so. Because God called you. All right? And when God is for you, who could be against you? Right? Put some respect on my name, says God. Put some respect on my name. Of course you don't have to worry about this devil. Okay? Lightning to this devil. Thunder and lightning to this guy. Or whatever the toxic person, place, or thing is. Doesn't matter. Lightning. Lightning and thunder. Storms and stormy weather. Absolutely. Okay. So, let's go deeper. Let's go deeper. 2 of Cups, Ace of Cups, by the way. Just saying. All right. Divine calling. Here's Thinker Guy. All right. Profound realization of self. Somebody is realizing their divine calling, or they can hear the divine calling them. Ministerial duty. Hierophant card. Okay. That's interesting. Go on. It's not a game. It's not a game. There's some serious strategizing going on around here. Look. The Empress. Okay. All right. It's not a game. Protect what matters most. Somebody got to protect the Empress because they see that the devil is trying to mess up the whole dynamic, and or their own inner demons are trying to mess up the dynamic, and or the Empress has inspired this person to hear their divine calling, to rise to their divine calling, to pursue their divine calling. Get off on your floor. I see. Right. Okay, so somebody does not want to burn no bridges. I get the sensation that may have happened, or they observed this. They do not want to repeat that behavior or establish that behavior. Judgment. Profound realization of self. Somebody may be discovering who they was fucking with. Meaning something went wrong. Something went awry. Somebody either realizes that they didn't rise to the Empress, meaning they didn't rise to that level, or somebody realizes they didn't choose someone who was on that level, and or someone is discovering that you're on that level. Get off on your floor. Here we have final judgment, Empress. It could be that somebody is feeling like you're their Empress. I don't know. I get a dawning. Like with the divine calling, Thinker Guy, and the profound realization of self. I get a dawning. Right? Like be careful. Here with the it's not a game and the burnt bridge energy. And coming on over here to the final judgment card, which is the judgment card in my deck, and that's the ancestors. It means respect. Respect the Empress. Put some respect on my name. We care about each other from a distance. I get the sensation that this distance business is under judgment. It caused some sort of problem. It's a lack of respect on some scale. Get off on your floor because it's a divine calling. Because you have to protect what matters most, and at a distance you are not protecting what matters most. Alright, so I'm not sure how many floors that's on. But get off on your floor. Let's go down the central axis here. Yeah, safety, safe haven. Trust. Right, deception. Can't trust that. Secrets. Right, so I get the sensation that in order to be this alchemist, we have to be trustworthy in order to get what we passionately want, because she's a secret knower. She's going to be able to know if somebody is being deceptive. That's going to come out in the wash somehow. Okay, or maybe it came out in the wash somehow because of this steer clear of forgiveness business, and somebody has to pay the cost or follow the protocol or whatever it is that that was happening. All right, go on. Burst free of all limiting beliefs. Okay, loss is not defeat. Okay, so I'm getting back to the matrix here, where we're seeing the matrix code. Trust your intuition. Trust your training is the sensation that I'm getting there. Because we're freeing the mind here. We're surrendering to the superior power of the spirit. Loss is not defeat. Okay, so that's going for everybody. Everybody needs to surrender to the superior power of the spirit. Bam. Surprise. So if it's deception, there will be discovery. Okay. New beginning. Daring to be. Daring to follow your intuition. New beginning based on your intuition. Yeah, I get the sensation that, again, like you have several layers of security. You have several layers of safety. Like spiritual, psychological, emotional, physical, like that. You have several layers of security. You have a motorcade of security. You have an entourage of security. All right, fantastic. Let's go on. Seeing the root cause clearly. I see. This is more alchemy for me. This is more alchemy in terms of seeing how it works and then trusting it, putting it to work. Don't believe the illusions, and you're gonna be surprising yourself when you see what you can do. When you see ba-boom, poof, pow, with the tower here, sudden change, fortune. You see what I'm saying? Like seeing the root cause clearly. Okay. Okay. So, okay, there's several layers. Okay, so somebody feels a sense of loss, that you may have intuition or know secrets or some such thing like that, and then also it's fortunate. So I get the sensation that this energy was misused at some point in the juncture by someone you're connected to or by you, and now it's being reconfigured. Now it's being reconfigured. Like it was used to deceive. It was used, to achieve the tower on some scale. But I get the sensation somebody figured something out, knew the secret, trusted their intuition or some such thing around there, and and somebody else is surprised. Okay, so that's one floor. Now, okay, but if we're in the lab doing alchemy, you're going to be fortunate. Okay, so whatever, maybe you tried some things in the past, they didn't work out, or, whatever. You did too much, nothing came of it, or you blew yourself up in the lab, or whatever. Well, you got to make some breakthroughs in the process of alchemy regarding getting what you passionately want. By following the recipe, I get the sensation. Now that we know the possibilities, now that we know what a lack of respect means to the scenario and how it unfolds, or, now that we know how to deal with this Knight of Wands energy, or how to deal with our passionate desires or what we passionately want, either way, there's some sort of increase in knowledge that's leading to some sort of successful endeavor, is the sensation that I'm getting. Don't think it to death, make your shot. Go on. Something is mind-blowing, though. Something gonna be mind-blowing. Okay, because we got the Tower, we got surprise right here. This can be mind-blowing. Profound realization of self. You're gonna surprise yourself. Sudden change, sudden come up. Wheel of Fortune. Bursting free of all limiting beliefs. Sudden change. Sudden change, sudden change. You about to come up. 10 of Pentacles. It's going to be mind-blowing. Okay? This is something that you're doing. This is something that you're doing, even though God is behind it all. I don't know, you're making some kind of shot and you're landing it. Okay? Yeah, face your fears and transcend your demons. And here the arrow is sailing over the devil's head. So transcendence, ascendance, you're going up. The devil's going to be mad, but they're going to be shooting lightning and thunder at this guy as he tries to intercept your shot. So you making your shot. That's going to happen. Okay. Oh. Some kind of love the devil don't want you to have. Okay, toxic people, places, and things. Okay. And or there's a Queen of Cups that don't want you to have love. You know what I'm saying? Or a water sign. Or somebody who's out their mind. You will be able to tell. This is not like a guess. Like, is that bitch crazy? Like, no, it's not one of those. It's one of those, that bitch is crazy. It's one of those. Okay, so, all right, go ahead. If it's that, if that's your floor. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so I get the sensation that the devil was trying to intercept this love, this safety, this sanctuary. Okay, sanctuary, safe haven. Okay. Sanctuary, safe haven, trust and intimacy, trust. They didn't want you to have this, whoever you are. All right? They didn't want you to have this or give this or offer this or achieve this or, all of that. I'm not sure how that shapes up in the physical world for you. All right. Action. Okay. Okay, something was designed to keep you in your head so you would not take action. So that you would not receive this soothing energy. Or maybe somebody tried to damage your reputation so that you would not receive regard and esteem from your environment. So that you would have to do so much work or pay so much money. Yes. Yeah, I get the sensation that somebody didn't want you to feel safe. They did not want you to feel secure. They did not want you to feel like you could trust yourself or your shot or trust your own capabilities. Trust God. Because the devil's a liar, right? All right. So, or they didn't want you to think that the devil didn't want you to, whatever form it's taking, didn't want you to think that, I said that already, that you're safe. They didn't want you to think that you would be loved. Something like that. Oh, wanted you to feel like your actions would be pointless. Wanted you to feel like you would never receive love, or you would never receive success, or you would never receive, your alchemy would never work, or you'll never get what you passionately want, or never be in a position to get what you passionately want, or some such thing. And this could be inner demons, okay? Because we got to transcend our demons right here. We got to burst free of limiting beliefs. Here we're surprised. We're daring to be. We're having a profound realization of self. Here we're in our head. Here we're thinking it to death, and or we're mind blown. So there's a lot going on in the head. All right, so that could possibly be your own thinking, being the inner demons. I can't do this. That's not going to work. That's never going to work. Bop, 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 whatever it is. Wrap it up. Bottom line. Put the work in. That's how you succeed. Cut out some shit before it becomes a problem, which I suspect is not putting the work in. Okay, you want to succeed, put the work in. In the lab, I'm going to go ahead and guess. All right, taking care of yourself as well. Cut out some shit before it becomes a problem. Do the work of taking care of yourself and or new beginning. Okay, new beginning. So if we want a new beginning and that's what we're going for, then we need to put the work in and cut out some shit before it becomes a problem and do the new beginning thing. Okay, if this is just you healing, then just heal. Or whatever, take steps, regularly do this to cut out some shit before it becomes a problem. You will be successful. So whatever the endeavor is, no matter how much it looks like it is, you need to surrender to the creator. Okay, and again, whoever needs to put in work, if that's what they need to do, let them put in work for the person who already put in work, or if whatever the dynamic is, get off on your floor. Listen, I hope that information helps somebody. For more deep ass readings, like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell on your way out. If you need a personal, get in contact with me. My information is down below, and pick up a copy of Discriminating Wisdom down at Amazon. Make sure you're out here discriminating wisely. And I will see you again here soon, party people, behind the black veil.